my nose. Oh my goodness, bro. My nose is
You should put some makeup on it.
Be natural.
Rudolph, though, is kind of distracting.
We live, so let's not talk about this. But what's going on, everybody? It is your boy Dylan Matthews and
Symone.
But guys, I'm gonna wait till we get some people in the crowd before. My goodness, boy, my head is spinning.
What's up, Big
Play Slay? Yo, bro, like that boy Lloyd gone, dog. What? Oh my goodness, y'all! If y'all have not heard, for one, you probably actually, I'm not even gonna say living under a rock because it really just came out of nowhere.
And nobody care about. Never mind. Go ahead. I'm gonna be a good person.
This is not the time.
I said I'm pulling up. We just went through this with Doug. I can give you some tips on how to cope.
And y'all just went through it with Brett Brown too.
Well, at least, but we wanted him gone.
Yeah, that's true. Well, some people in Atlanta wanted Lloyd Pierce gone, and apparently Travis Schlenk did too.
I thought you were saying you wanted to wait on Lloyd Pierce.
Because I did, and Marvin V already know what's going on. He know why we ain't here. He said it's Nate McMillan time. And then Kareem Henderson says, about time. I'm tired of that elementary offensive set. But, guys, here's the thing. One, obviously, we talking about Atlanta Hawks former head coach Lloyd Pierce getting fired. What's good, Big Play Slay, by the way. Appreciate everybody hopping in thus far. First, make sure you like this video. Comment your thoughts.
Sensei Master Drip? Where you been?
Saw Sensei Master Drip Lord in the building. What's good? Seen you in a minute. What's goody? What's up,
Daniel? And
we gonna see. Then we gonna see. But obviously, former Atlanta Hawks head coach Lloyd Pierce has been fired. Guys, the first question I want to ask is: are y'all surprised by the timing? I was listening to 92.9 The Game when I got in the car. I heard Mike Conti talking about it. I was like, wait, what?
Can I answer?
Go ahead. Appreciate you, Daniel.
I'm gonna get in my feelings about it, but timing. I feel like, dang, like y'all couldn't wait until the All-Star break next week. Like, dang, they just pulled the trigger. They couldn't even wait until the end of y'all series, little mini series with the Heat.
So I think this was, and they was talking about this.
Are y'all in the Heat on the road?
Yes.
So they left Lloyd in Miami.
And the crazy part,
Lloyd had to get his own flight back from Miami.
Listen to this. This is even crazier. He coached the team in practice today. Did a press conference after practice today, and then he got fired. He did all the day's work today as a head coach, and then he got fired. Dang. So let me know.
Well, at least he got that last check.
So I'm trying to figure out, like, what? Yes, he was coaching today, Coach Chris. He was coaching. He coached the team in practice. I'm pretty sure he did a media thing afterwards, and then he got fired. So I don't know what happened. But Travis Schlenk savage, though. I told y'all, Travis not taking no ish, y'all. He gonna make stuff happen. He making it do what it do. That's why I like Travis. But are y'all surprised by the timing of this?
I'm surprised by the timing. Dang, did he even get a ride back from Miami? That's what I'm saying.
They still in Miami. They playing Miami tomorrow.
Okay, but I'm saying the flight. Does he got to stay in Miami? Is he riding back with the Hawks?
Probably
he calling his own ride?
He probably. I mean, but they giving him. He's still gonna get some type of money, and I'm sure
just saying,
give him something.
Because they not wait till he got back to his home state so he could cope with his family. Now he in the middle of Miami.
Right, let go. That's tough.
That's what I'm saying. I couldn't wait until. But my biggest question is, well, I could see it coming because obviously, the Hawks this year. It's been 2 years, 3 years, 2.5,
3.
Last year, okay, they didn't have the best roster, and now John Collins was out for 25 games.
Right.
And they didn't have all the talent last season. Now they got the new talent. I feel like you should give a little bit more time just because of the injuries, so many injuries. So there's technically an excuse both years. You can't win without your weapons. Nobody looking at Steve Kerr funny. They took them players away, and he looking regular.
Right. This is my thing while I unpack it, and I'm gonna get to about Coach Mike D'Antoni in a second.
I'm bad. I'm really, really bad.
What up, Ready Red? All right, so let me go ahead and unpack this real quick. All right, so first to answer what you said about
Sid?
What up, Sid? First to answer your question.
Sid, y'all need a coach.
First to answer your question about the coaching. So about the timing of it. I was hearing because I was listening to 92.9 They were saying that they were trying to do it before. I'm gonna unpack that too, because he may not be wrong, but so they were trying to do it before the All-Star game because they were saying that maybe they want him being fired to be a distraction. Well, to me, it's still probably gonna be a distraction. I mean, it's still gonna be fresh. It's still gonna be new. The All-Star game is this Sunday, so it's still gonna be a distraction. And as far as the injuries go, yes, the injuries did played a big part in why the Hawks are struggling. And that's why I thought if it was going to happen, they would at least wait until the end of the season, because there have been so many injuries. You haven't seen Bogdanovich besides 9 games. You haven't seen Chris Dunn all year. So there have been a lot of injuries, but also the Atlanta Hawks, 20 of their losses have been 11 of those 20 losses have been where they have had leads in the fourth quarter. When 20 of your losses are from and 11 of them are from having leads in the fourth quarter, that's bad coaching, because it's not necessarily saying if they were getting blown out every night, then it's okay. Like, we're just undermanned. The injuries are getting to us. Yeah. We don't have the right team. But Hawks are competitive in every game. They've only been really blown out in like 2 games, and against the Jazz and I forgot another team. But they've only been blown out about 2 games. So when you're competitive in the fourth quarter, have leads in the fourth quarter, and you 11 of those games, that's kind of coaching. That's not executing down the stretch. That's the coach not being able to help them finish games. So part of that is definitely coaching. So I can see on Travis Slick's side where it's like, all right, like you're having fourth quarter leads, you're having some success, so it's not necessarily your lack of talent, because obviously the talent is still getting there. Y'all not closing out. Y'all not finishing. They're blowing leads. Obviously, we saw earlier this year they blew a 15-point lead to the Knicks and a 15-point lead to the Cavaliers in back-to-back games. They
lost that close game yesterday.
And then lost a close game against the Cavaliers again not too long ago. The last play of the game, they gave up a wide-open dunk where they didn't know how to stop the ball. A lot of that is coaching. I mean, it's players too. Players play at the end of the day. I get all of that. But a lot of it is coaching. So I see definitely where it comes to the fact where Travis Slick is like, okay, we're leads, can't close leads out, can't finish games. This is a coaching problem.
That's a fact. Let me get some comments.
All right.
Good evening. What's up, Jason Wingingham? How you feeling?
What up, Jason?
We're going to get to that Trey in a minute. But we're going to go to the comments first. She said Carson Wentz is a mess. A lot of people street sweeper, get everybody out of here. Fed's doing a sweep. What does this mean for John Collins and Clint? We're going to get to that in a minute. Our Eagles starting Hurst, man, we don't know. We really don't. And now let's get to some of these. Let's get to this. Trey is the problem, but then we have Big Play Slay saying, oh, stop. He is not the problem.
So,
then we got this. Daniel said there were rumors that he and Trey were beefing last season. So, not pointing fingers, but you never really know.
Yes. So, with all of that, let's unpack that for a second. So, I mean, last night, the way Trey was playing, like, he went long stretches without scoring. I mean, I'm not sure if he scored at all in the first quarter. He scored close to the end of the second half. I don't think he scored at all in the third quarter, and then he scored some in the fourth. But, there were like rumblings and stuff that Trey might have wanted to get Lloyd fired. Now, I'm not saying
Trey
that's true.
Trey is not even getting nobody fired. You know how to take over a team.
I don't know if that's true. That's just speculation. Now, obviously, that's just a rumor. But I have heard rumblings that Trae Young, like Daniel said, that Trey didn't really like Lloyd. And that's probably because Lloyd was on the side of John Collins when it's coming to Trey got to take better shots and make better decisions, which still is true. So if there was headbutting there, Trey won that battle out for now. But how long is that going to be the case? I'm not saying Trey didn't like Lloyd. I don't know the full story, but that is a rumor. That definitely could have been a thing.
What's up, Spider 1996?
What up, Spider? We won't know that for a little while, but that could be a thing. Leroy Walker says, because Trey is a crybaby who don't want to be coached and continues to lose games in the fourth quarter by playing undisciplined basketball. So, I mean, this could be a thing, Big Play Slate comes back and says Trae Young is not the most efficient player. That does not mean he has no talent, because he obviously does, but lack of bad coaching and how many injuries you have are going to have you're going to have a down year. So yeah, that's true.
Bad coaching is not going to help you out as a young player.
And Lloyd Pierce has made questionable decisions. I mean, there's times when he's challenged calls that he shouldn't have. There's times where he's taken guys out when he shouldn't have, put guys in who shouldn't be in the game, kept guys in too long, taking guys out too early. So Coach Pierce has definitely made some questionable decisions and done some questionable things. And obviously the results haven't been showing whether there's been injuries or not. So I understand why he got fired. Again, I'm just saying that the timing is weird. And also, I thought they would wait until the end of the season. The injuries are a big part of it. So I see it both sides when it comes to Leroy and Big Play Slay. I see it on both sides. Trae Young could have, I don't know if this is true or not. Trae could have had something to do with it.
I see it both ways.
But, I think Coach Lloyd Pierce he ultimately just didn't coach well enough. And like we both were talking about, he had his team in games in the fourth quarter. I mean, last night in Miami, again, even though we had the lead for a short while, we did have a fourth quarter lead. And we were tied with about 3.5 minutes left to go when it was 95-95 last night. We got to close games like that out.
That's facts. And when you really don't acknowledge the coach and you want the guy fired with how many injuries you have, it more or less affects your game. Trae Young is the best point guard on the Hawks. Yeah, I would say so. Then I thought you say y'all was going to the playoffs. Right, Sauce says he still think they might go to the playoffs.
We still can.
So you from going to the playoffs to now coach fired in the middle of Miami stranded.
And we still can go to the playoffs? You know how bad the East is? We still
do you know how bad the Hawks are?
I mean, we making a change. So we making a change.
That's one thing, though, because y'all making the change mid-season means y'all think the season's still salvageable.
Exactly. And that also shows when the season is still salvageable. And two, that Travis ain't putting up Will Bull. Obviously, he saw something needed to be changed, whether it's Trae Young and John Collins or Lloyd Pierce. Obviously, he saw a change to be had, and he decided to go ahead and get rid of the coach. The Knicks are what everyone expected of the Hawks this year. They can make the playoffs still, though. The Knicks are freaking one game over 500 at 18-17. That's what we should be.
But I'm rooting for the Hawks. I don't want you to think I'm not. I know.
Atlanta.
Yeah,
I know.
I'm just a realist. You know how I keep it real my dogs no matter what.
Yeah, and I'm being a realist too. Like I said it in an earlier video.
It's gonna be hard though it's gonna be hard with taking account there's still those injuries. It's going to be hard for even Nate just to step up. Has he even said he's going? I mean,
he hasn't. He just accepted. Okay, so breaking news on the live. So yes,
Nate McMillan accepted the interim head coaching position.
So yes, so Nate McMillan did just accept the interim head coaching position. There was a delay because y'all had
to make arrangements for Lloyd to get back to Atlanta.
That, and also there were reports that Nate was so loyal to Lloyd Pierce that he wasn't sure if he was gonna take the interim head coaching job or not. But obviously, he did, and he said he was gonna talk it over with Lloyd, and he did, and obviously Lloyd, there's no bad blood there, and so Nate was 2-1 with his team in 3 games when Lloyd was gone for the birth of his daughter. One of those games against the Celtics.
So I have a stat.
Go ahead.
Nate McMillan has a 667 to 591. That's a .53 record in 16 seasons as head coach with Seattle, Portland, and Indiana. So you got yourself a 500 coach.
Nate McMillan is a good coach. Will he be the coach to get us over the hump? I mean, ultimately, no. What could he be the coach to get us to the playoffs this year? I definitely think so. I mean, like I said, 2-1 when in those 3 games when Lloyd was with his wife for the birth of his most recent child.
That's when he messed up. Look, let me tell y'all something. If your job is on the line, you don't miss work, because that's when they're gonna realize, you know what, we never needed him. Why would he miss work? I know he was having a baby, but dang, Lloyd, your job was on the line. You can't leave work. Then they gonna be like, like Carson leaving, and they're like, oh dang, we don't need Carson. You don't want to leave your position. Don't let nobody play your position. Period. I don't know what rapper said that, but don't let nobody play your position. Lloyd Pierce left. Nate McMillan played Lloyd's position. Now Lloyd fired. Don't let nobody play your position.
Don't let nobody play your position. Appreciate you, Jason Winningham.
Appreciate you with the super sticker. He said nothing with it. He said, let the money talk.
Where the money reside. Where the money reside. Yes, I am seeing comments about this too.
He said a baby is better than a job.
I mean,
you could have a baby at another time. You don't be having a baby when your job on the line. That ain't the time to have no baby there.
And then
I'm gonna keep it real with y'all.
The job is gonna fund the baby.
Right, and the job gonna fund the baby too. And now's not the time to be having no baby when your job on the line. Another nugget. Don't have no babies when your job is on the line. And
then two, also, about this. I see a lot of comments. We'll even go to my guy Lamar Waldron says, Bogdan coming back tomorrow. Yes, so I mean, they really kind of slid in the best time because Bogdanovich, who was supposed to be our number 2 guy this season, is coming tomorrow. So that'll definitely be a shot in the arm for us. So he'll be good. So hopefully Bogey will come back right. The first 9 games, he never really got into a rhythm, but it was the first 9 games of the young season. So hopefully Bogey will come back and get right, and we start making a playoff push. But yeah, guys, keep telling us what y'all think about this firing. Because
he said, I'm a realist too, and Bogdanovich is another piece coming back. That's
exactly.
A fact. Keep it real, Drew. Keep it real. Sis said, chill on the baby. I said, you already know what's up. That's why you ain't got no key.
And then too, I'd also do just want to say this.
What's up, DeMarcus?
What up, DeMarcus?
He said, dope channel. Appreciate
that.
You know, how we doing.
Oh, let's see. Please get rid of Danny Green and Seth Curry and bring in Shake Milton and that's on the Sixers.
See, Danny Green, we all know Danny Green got to go, period. But let me keep it real with you, Jason. This trade, if it's any Sixers fans in here, this trade, whatever trade y'all are waiting on, whether it's Bradley Beal, Zach LaVine, whomever. I know I spit to y'all about Davis Bertans. Y'all realize y'all be wanting everything. You can't keep Tobias, Ben, and Joel and keep Matisse and Tyrese, because at the end of the day, Matisse, if y'all trying to keep Ben and Joel, then Tobias, Tyrese, and Matisse is going to have to be expendable because those are the real other assets. Who else would anybody take? If we try to keep Ben and Joel, y'all can't keep Matisse and Tyrese, and y'all can't keep Tobias. Nobody wants Terrence Ferguson and Danny Green.
Y'all got to give up some of the assets. Y'all got to give up something.
That's what I'm saying. So we can't keep it all. And there's people still trying to trust the process to keep Tyrese and Matisse. That ain't winning us no championship.
But I'm back on Lloyd. I'm sorry.
Okay, anyway, hold on.
What?
We're going to get to the comments. Hold on. I got to get to this one. She really said, F keys. It's a time and place for everything, Lamar. Go ahead.
The way they did it was a little weird, though. You bring the guy into coaching when you obviously recognize and acknowledge that you're young, that your star player wanted him gone. I feel bad for that. Yeah, I do feel bad for the way Lloyd got fired because, I mean, it's just crazy timing because it's just like the All-Star break about to come around.
Coming to Atlanta.
He
probably had family flying in.
I know. And even though they said they want to do it before, nobody said this, but they're speculating that they want to do it before the All-Star break so it wouldn't be a distraction. It's still going to be a distraction. I mean, did you really think it was going to be blown over in a week? I mean, maybe since y'all did it on Monday, maybe be blown over by Sunday. We'll see. They do have 2 games left, so I guess I kind of get what they're saying with that. But still, it's just very, very weird time, and especially with the injuries, y'all wasn't gonna get let the man get a fully healthy roster. They couldn't even wait till
y'all got back from Miami. You think they care about that?
They don't.
They couldn't even let him finish his back to back.
Obviously not. Like I said, Travis, Trey, Lloyd, they all put high expectations.
Family flying in. You know he got some cousins coming in for All-Star Weekend. Now Lloyd on the phone like, yo, bro. Y'all can still come in Atlanta. It's still gonna be fun to do. We're not gonna be at the All-Star game.
Ain't even gonna be nothing to do.
This little baby having concerts and stuff still.
Oh, they are?
You know they're having concerts. It's gonna have All-Star on it, but it's not officially the All-Star.
Yeah, true.
You know they're gonna be having parties.
So Big Play says, question to Dylan, is there a player the Hawks want to get rid of that's a vet because my Lakers can do some work with you guys? And I'm looking at
who you looking at, right? Big Play Slay? Who you looking at?
Depends on who y'all giving. We might trade you John Collins. That's the
for
biggest.
Who though?
Yeah, exactly. Who y'all giving us?
Who y'all giving? Who the Lakers? Because I see the Lakers getting I feel like the Lakers getting and not giving. Because who would the Lakers give that y'all wouldn't need?
Maybe probably not Kuzma. Kuzma not enough.
Didn't he just sign?
I think Kuzma did just
a 3-year deal or something.
So I don't see who y'all would give.
And Kuzma been playing good.
Sauce Sensei Master Drip Lord says Lloyd Pierce seemed to be a good coach to begin with. Honest, I mean,
Lloyd was just too soft.
I think he just wasn't.
Nobody got that dog. Nobody got that dog on the Hawks. That's something Nate gonna have to instill because when the rumors was going through the grapevine about Lloyd Pierce getting fired, he was saying people in the rumor mill were saying that Travis wasn't happy with the fact that nobody on the Hawks was like, "Yo, we winning. We not gonna be happy with this. We losing record. We gotta be better than this. Put some respect on the Hawks' name. We taking over." And nobody was on that, Jamal Murray and the bubble. Like they was just complacent.
Exactly.
So unless Nate McMillan is going to change the complacency, it's going to be the same thing.
So the things I saw from Coach Pierce that I liked was, okay, yes, he get mad in press conference, but he wouldn't have answers. Like even last night.
He was too philosophical. Dude, gas them dudes up.
I wouldn't even say he was too philosophical. He just wouldn't have enough answers for me sometimes. Like last night, he said, yes, the Hawks didn't make shots last night, but I want to hear more than we just didn't make shots, even though, yes, I know that was a problem. And obviously we have to make shots at the end of the day. It's a make or miss league. How are you going to fix that? Why don't you tell us about how you go? About how you can go to the basket more? How about you put the players in a position to make shots, or talk about how next time you'll put the guys in a better position to make shots? I need more answers than we just didn't make shots. That's not doing it for me. So I don't think Lloyd gave a good enough answers when it comes to thing. I think sometimes he was lost. I don't know if he's just not ready to be a head coach yet. I don't know if he just needs to be somebody's assistant for longer. But yes, there were just times where he left everybody scratching their head. He made bad decisions in game, and then a press conference, it just seemed like he didn't have answers.
Let me say this. I'm not mad. I see what you're saying as a fan. Mm-hmm. I'm not mad about his answers in the press conference because sometimes in the press conferences, they just say stuff I need to know what he's saying in practice. The press conference is just for show.
And that's something we'll never know.
I don't care what you're saying in the press conference because that's between you and the team need to figure that out.
That's true.
The press conference is just to shut the media up. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I need to know what he's saying at practice. And from what I was hearing from like the insiders, those who cover the practice, they were saying like, dude wasn't firing nobody up, just complacency. You know what I mean? Yeah. Now, there are fans who do, expect like more from the coach and players, like in the press conference, like, give us more in depth for what went wrong. Yeah. But then I'm also not mad at the people who come to the press conferences, like, we messed up, we lost to a good team. Yeah. But once you close that door and you hit the locker room, it better be bombing out.
And then the thing about it too is, I think the biggest thing is that
these comments.
Let me say one thing first. The biggest thing for me is that we kept seeing the same thing over and over again, the same problem, blowing fourth quarter leads, getting down behind, back, or starting out fast, letting the team back in it, just having a back and forth game, maybe down the stretch, and then ultimately in the fourth quarter you lose because you have a bad last 3 minutes of the game. I saw that too many times, and I think that same thing keep happening shows that it's players one, but the players have to be coached up too. So if something keeps happening, if something happens once, okay, maybe you can put on the players just maybe didn't have it that night. But if something happens over and over and over again, then that's coaching, because obviously that's a problem. If it happens again,
it's that's something down.
Exactly. If the players keep doing something that's not good over and over again in the game, you have to address in practice. That's the coach. That's on the coach. It's not, and it keeps happening. Obviously, he's not addressing it. So that's on
my
coaching.
thing. I agree. It's on coaching. If your players are uninspired, that's what you are for, coach.
Right.
They already know the fundamentals. One of the biggest things about coaching is supposed to be leadership and motivation. Because at the end of the day, the dudes know how to play ball.
Right.
It's not like it's youth league where you teach the dudes fundamentals.
Yeah, these dudes already have basketball IQs and all that.
You got to be the engine. You got to be keeping the glue, keeping the team fired up, the team motivated.
Right.
Now, what I was saying was, I don't care what he says in the press conference.
No, I get
it. But like I said, behind the closed doors, it just seemed like it was a complacency.
Right.
A huge complacency. But let's get to these comments.
And that showed on the court, too, because of the same things happen over and over again. But
they take Cam Reddish. Imagine building a brick for a living. His name is Danny Green. He gets paid. Man, I don't know how Danny Green's still on our roster.
Y'all.
Big play Slay. You want John Collins? The Hawks going to make playoffs now. I hope so. McMillan is head coach.
Yep, McMillan officially accepted to be the
Kuzma in a second coach. For a big man on your team.
Bad, no.
Yay.
I don't want that.
Collins for the rest of all your picks till 2023, and you got yourself a deal.
I'm dead, Lamont.
Lloyd Pierce is such a great guy, but that only garners so much respect on the basketball court. Yeah. I saw people were tweeting like, "Oh, he done for the city." He ain't the mayor. Keisha Lance Bottoms. He's supposed to be winning us games at the end of the day.
No, Nate was a great guy.
I mean, you were great for it.
And he was out there marching the streets and all that.
He can still do that.
You can still do that, but I need you to win some games.
But we need you to win some games at the end of the day. Like, you got to do your main job.
Exactly. You can be the greatest person in the world, but if you're not getting the job done, like I could be the greatest, most nicest dude in the world. If I'm not doing my job, I'm still gonna get let go. They're gonna be like, Dylan, we respect you, we rock with you, but you're not doing it for us. You still
invited to the cookout.
You still invited to the cookout. You can still come snatch a plate, but you can't keep racking up these paychecks if you're not doing the job.
He said wait until Black History Month to fire him. At least Nate slid in the spot though.
Right. They didn't wait until Black History Month. They waited till
they waited till after
Black History Month. It's March 1st.
Man, we really need Collins unless he plays the 3. And right now we're good because we can move LeBron around, and it affects the sets that our coaches run. Since Collins ain't coming back, what y'all think of this? Collins and 2 first rounders for either Devin Booker or Zach LaVine.
They're not. I mean, the Suns aren't giving up Devin
The Sevens aren't giving up D-Book. And what's Zach LaVine going to do for y'all? Y'all got plenty
We got plenty of wings.
Yeah.
We need some.
Big play Slay, you not getting anybody. Everyone untouchable. Open the gate. Where you been,
Open the gate. I think he was in the last line.
He said, you can have Solomon Hill.
Right, you got Solomon Hill.
John Collins was cooking in 2nd and 3rd last night. How does Lloyd Pierce not make sure John Collins gets touched in the 4th?
And yes, that is a great point. John Collins scored 19 points in third quarter alone. He had 19 points in third quarter alone. He did not touch the ball for like the first 3 or 4 minutes of the 4th quarter. Lloyd, that's on you. I don't care if you got to waste the timeout and get all those guys together and say, hey, y'all pass John Collins the ball, or keep screaming at those guys until somebody passes John Collins the ball. He's got to touch the ball starting in the 4th quarter because the man was cooking. He could not miss 19 points in the 3rd quarter, and he didn't touch the ball for the first like 3-4 minutes of the 4th. That can't happen. That's on coaching.
Y'all really in a disarray. Y'all can't keep nobody in Atlanta.
Not Sean Pippen say finally hire Mark Jackson. Yeah, hey, let's bring Mark Jackson out the booth and let him do let him finish his job that he was going to do in Golden State.
Yeah, exactly. Give Mark Jackson some respect because I saw somebody else say something about Mark Jackson.
Connor, no and no. Travis Link, I don't think is the problem because if Travis Link was a problem, he would have just kept going on with this. See, the problem with I'll compare it to the Falcons. The problem with Thomas Dimitroff is he was rocking with Dan Quinn, and honestly, he was flying too much under Dan Quinn's wing. Mm-hmm. I don't think Thomas Dimitroff was doing that much work, and I think Dan Quinn was doing more work than Thomas Dimitroff was. But in this case, Travis is like, I'm gonna make this change now because I'm not finna go under with you, Lloyd. I'm not going under with you. So I don't think Travis is up, and then
I don't think Travis. It seems much more respectable of Travis to be making the decision.
Exactly, and Travis. The thing I respect about Travis, too, is he made a hard decision. A lot of general managers can't make a hard decision like that to get rid of a coach.
Especially not at the time to save the season because some other GMs will wait till the end of the season to fire.
Exactly. But he said, no, this team can still make the playoffs. Like Symone said, this season is still salvageable for the Hawks in a bad Eastern Conference. So we need to turn this around now. So we're having players come back. Bogey's coming back tomorrow, like one of my subs said, and we can try to turn this thing around. Spider
said Mark Jackson. He said, I know she's not talking. Don't you like the Sixers and the Eagles? At least when we fire our coaches, they leave respected. Ooh. Boy, y'all left y'all coach stranded in Miami. Lloyd don't know how he get back to Atlanta right now. At least we gave Doug to the end of the season. Ooh. For one, and at least we had a Doc Rivers ready to slide in our spot. Y'all over here trying to figure out who y'all gonna get. Don't play with us.
Ooh. Lamar would have came. I wouldn't have came like that.
Don't play with us.
We're not in that position, big dog. I wouldn't have done that, big dog. I can't defend you.
Who he trying to talk about? Y'all left your coach stranded in Miami in the middle of a back-to-back. Don't even know who coaching tomorrow.
Oh, we know who coaching.
They're just playing.
Yeah. But
don't play with us. Don't play with us.
Klay Thompson, please stop. I would trade Danilo Gallinari right now. He could have left with Lloyd. Because Gallinari, he made 10 out of 3s the not last game, obviously, but the game before. And in this game, he goes over. And part of that was on, like, Lloyd, too. I think he took him out a little too early in that game. He was cooking, so I don't know what happened. But Gallinari been trash so most of the year this year, too. Yes, I like Nate as our head coach. Yeah, I think for at least for the rest of the year, he'll have us in good doing what we need to do. So
they got short-term memory loss. Sauce Sensei, they got short-term. Sauce Sensei, they think they're going to the playoffs now. I
didn't do that. I'm not comparing.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say all y'all, but who was that? Who was that? Lamont. This man Lamont in here tripping. Okay, don't compare that to the Philly teams. Okay, we fresh off a Super Bowl ring. Don't play with us. Don't play with us. We already punching our ticket to the finals. We trying to keep y'all. Not the finals, my bad. The playoffs. Oh, okay. We try to keep y'all encouraged, and y'all coming for our situation. Y'all better hope y'all can get Mark Jackson on the line. And excuse me, all the other Hawks and Falcons fans who have been in pocket. We're just directing this at those who's out of pocket. Oh, we got rid of our coach, and boom, we number 1 in the East. Don't play with us.
I hope
don't play with us.
Goodness. But y'all gotta at least y'all able to get a Hall of Fame coach. We get a Hall of Fame coach next. I mean, we're gonna see
what's up, Dark Matter RA7. Where you been? We haven't seen you before.
Trey looks so much more comfortable under Nate. Yeah, it's just Nate has the experience as a coach, and I think that's what the Hawks need right now. We need an experienced coach to come in and right the ship for this team, because we in disarray. Our heads was spinning like we didn't know what was going on. Couldn't finish games. So we just needed someone to come in, horn in on the reins, and do what we got to do and get back in this Eastern Conference play race.
First of all, we all been Atlanta fans, Lakers fans, Sixers fans, Eagles fans, Falcons fans. We've all been in here respecting each other, right? Yes. We over here. My Sixers people have been in here coping with y'all Hawks people. Nobody been out of pocket. Everybody been respectful. And all of a sudden, Lamont want to come in here and stir up trouble.
Lamont, why you going in, bro? Why you going in, Lamont? Why you going in? Yeah, y'all going to the playoffs, but don't say nothing when Ben Simmons scored 10 points per game.
Don't play with Ben. This is a new Ben. Ben man putting up 18, 23,
Lamont,
40
why
pieces.
You going in, bro? Why you going in, dog?
Why you going in? Y'all the ones who trying to figure out what y'all gonna do tomorrow against the Heat.
Hopefully get a dub.
Lamont really trying. We really being respectful. We got first of all, Lamont, we got all of our affairs in order. Okay, we got our new coach. Lamont, we got Ben and Joel playing on an elite level. We're good. We're good. Y'all's the ones who's trying to figure stuff out tonight in the middle of the night, in the middle of back-to-back with the.
Look what Lamont said.
We're going to have to put Lamont in timeout.
Oh, man.
Should I put Lamont?
No, Lamont good.
Not Lamont good. You trying to keep that subscriber.
I say he good. He said go chill. All right, anyway.
He said,
let's get back on track.
Yeah, y'all get back on track because my 6 is good.
Atlanta front offices are trash. They could have drafted Chris Paul, but they took Marvin Williams. They drafted Luka and a Trey MV type caliber player for a ball that shoots from half court. Okay, that's not all completely fair. Because one, the people that was drafting Chris Paul, Marvin Williams said Chris Paul, they're gone now. Like, they're gone.
I'm sorry, but Jason Witten said Ben hit a 3. Respect him.
Oh, dear.
Y'all love coming for Ben Head. He said, nah, keep talking that ish. He said, I respect the Sixers when they show me and get past the second round. See, look what Lamont started. Started some discourse. We was all... But he said poor Dylan and Symone don't have experience in the finals, LOL, but let's go Lakers.
The only team I got that's been in the finals is the Atlanta Dream. They made it to back-to-back WNBA finals.
He said Mark Anson is not the answer.
Then who is? Tell me who is. Tristram. Does that say it right? Tristram West. Tell me who is the answer then. That's what I want to know.
Who else is out there?
Everybody let me know now. Who do y'all think should be the next permanent? Because Nate McMillan is the interim right now. Whether you think it's Nate McMillan should be the permanent, is it Nate? Is it Mike D'Antoni? Is it Mark Jackson? Who should be the next Atlanta Hawks head coach? Y'all let me know in the comments down below. We're going to talk it out right now.
He said, Why did we give all that money to Bogdan and Gallinari when we could have given the money to Collins? Because y'all thought they was going to be productive.
Yeah, and Bogdan still can be productive. I don't know about Gallinari. I honestly think it's over with for Gallinari. He just seemed a little too old right now. He too streaky for me. But Bogdanovich, he got hurt. Like, I think he can come back and still be effective. Bogdanovich, he played the first 9 games of the season, was still trying to get in his rhythm of the season. Then he got hurt. He never really got into his rhythm. I think when Bogdanovich gets into his rhythm, he'll be okay.
I know you not talking with your coach about to get fired next. I know you not talking, getting the loop for Kemba Walker.
Y'all, we got sister on sister violence.
Y'all getting out of
We got sister on sister beef. We got sister on sister beef. Cindy done came out to Symone in the live. Oh my goodness.
And why she doing that? She knows she's sensitive. Don't let me get started on her team.
So Cindy done came after Symone in the live. The sister done went after the other sister. This ain't sister.
I'm not even about to get on her in her three teams.
Oh my goodness.
That's struggling.
Oh boy. Oh my goodness. Whoo. Man, that got me shook.
Oh, he said Sixers man the process is Andre.
I'm dead.
Okay, let's see this one.
All right, let's go.
Not every assistant coach makes the head coach, and Pierce might turn up after a couple years.
That's true. And yeah, that's the thing. Like, look, Coach Lloyd Pierce might not have just been ready yet. He might have needed more time to be an assistant. We might have brought him in as a head coach too early. He might need to still watch some games as an assistant, pick up some things from a Doc Rivers, pick up some things from a Mike D'Antoni, pick up some things from a whoever. And then maybe in a couple years down the road, we can call him back and be like, Coach, are you ready now? You ready to be a head coach now? Because you wasn't ready in 2019, 2020. But yeah, so maybe it's just not the right time for Lloyd. We gonna see. But
I'm gonna chill on her.
You want to chill on? Oh,
he said we need to trade Red Velvet too.
No, we don't need to trade Red Velvet. I like what Kevin Hurt has been doing. He's been okay. He's coming along. He had a pretty good game last game. One thing about Kevin, when his three not working, he don't fall in love with it. He'll go to the rim, try to make some things happen, shoot some little floaters. I like Kevin's game overall.
Kevin consistent too. You got to keep consistent dudes like that.
Exactly.
Guys, how good is Tatum? I don't think he's overrated. That's another coaching situation. I think Jason Tatum is going to be legit.
Let me get to this real quick. Maybe give Jason Kidd an interview this offseason.
You're not going to give your take on Tatum?
No, he's not overrated.
Yeah, and I don't see who's overrating him. I don't be hearing people gas up Jason Tatum.
I be hearing people give Jason Tatum his just due.
Yeah, as he deserves.
Gas him up, but
that's another team that needs to get their coaching correct. Because what's old dude name?
Brad Stevens.
Brad Stevens was saying like in his press conferences. So you're a press conference guy. When they'll ask him like strategies, he'll just be like, "We got Jason Tatum." No, you got to actually come up with some scheme, have a system.
Now we got Jason Tatum.
Right, exactly. So
hopefully that's him just. Hopefully that's just him having a
joke
press conference.
Yeah, but like, dude, when you losing, you can't say that.
So the Atlanta Hawks organization trade the best European player. Then they overpay for 2 other European players who have been hurt and not contributing much off the bench. First of all, you can't predict injuries. Like, I get where you're coming from. I get why you're frustrated. Like, I get it. And the Luka thing, it's still early. I know Luka has been great. I know right now, yes, Luka Doncic is playing better than Trae Young. Yes, all of that. But some of that could have been coaching. You know, what's the coach name in Dallas? What's his name? Anyway, I can't remember his name. But the coach in Dallas is a great coach. Like, he's definitely one of the all-time great coaches. So, you know, coaching could have been a factor. Maybe Lloyd wasn't coaching Trae the right way, and that's why he's looked the way he's looked this season. But yeah, so Symone foot done fell asleep. Y'all, hold on. It's okay. We're gonna get it back. We're gonna get it back awake. But anyways, so yeah, so I get the frustration for sure. And then this is definitely with everything coming in the head. Yes, thank you, Rick Carlisle. Rick Carlisle is a great coach. And I think like Trae was the perfect at first it seemed like Trae Young was the perfect situation for Atlanta and Luka was the perfect situation for Dallas and vice versa. So you know, we still got to see. I mean, it's only 3 years in for both of them. A lot of different things can happen. So I get the frustration, Robert, but I think you're still writing off about the whole Trey thing. We did get Cam Reddish out the trade. Cam Reddish should still be a good player. He's only in year 2, so give that time. We can't. Sorry, y'all. We was going through a little crisis, really. Symone foot fell asleep, and she turned it off. But anyways, so yes, not Cam is trade bait. But we came back. Symone had a thing going on with her foot. Her foot fell asleep. So and Sydney Cam is not busted. He's not playing well right now.
Let me get in response.
Symone about to come. Is your foot good now? You straight? You good?
Oh, y'all, my foot fell asleep. Sid, Cam is not busted.
He's not busted. He only in year 2. You got to give him time. We can't write off folks after 2 years. Steph Curry didn't make his first All-Star team until year 5. Things like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and then we got to think about the coaching too. The situation the team Cam playing with.
Yeah, coaching might have been the issue for some of these players. It might have been the issue for Trey. It might have been the issue for
let
Cam.
me address that because we got to talk. Someone said, "Yo, is Trey an All-Star snub?"
Oh yeah, he an All-Star.
I forgot where it was. Anyway, I don't think it was a snub.
You don't think so?
Mm-mm. Think about Trey's season.
A lot of people have been saying he got snubbed because they feel like he got empty stats. Because he's averaging what, 20, 26, 25, and 9 or something like that. And losing. That's true. But again.
I don't think it's a snub just from the way the team has been. The team was winning, yeah, it would have been a snub, but yeah.
And then plus All-Star games don't even really get under my skin anymore.
Yeah, it's just fake.
It's fake. It's a popularity contest. The fans vote in the starters. So, it's a popularity contest.
It is, so it don't really mean anything.
The more telling part was him not being a reserve because the coaches vote on who the reserves are. So, obviously, the coaches.
And how Tobias Harris, because Tobias' name not hot enough. Sorry. I knew Tobias wasn't going to make it because it's like. He's not
a reserve either.
But yeah, it's tough.
That's tough. It's so many good players out there too, so.
Yeah. He said Cam doing the busted challenge, literally. Jason Kidd is not worse than LP. He actually took the Bucks to playoffs in 2015.
I forgot he was the Bucks coach.
Cam's so inconsistent. His jumper is not. If he can shoot consistently, he'll be good.
Yes. So Cam, when Cam is going offensively, like he is good. He's that much better defensively. But yes, he's inconsistent right now. And young players are inconsistent. That's the biggest thing I like for young players to get over that hump is inconsistency. DeAndre Hunter, he's consistently good now. He's consistently a 15 to 20 point scorer. He's always had that defense, but now that he's consistently scoring 50 points a game, we're noticing him when we see that jump because of what? His consistency. Cam just has to get consistent, and he has to consistently knock down shots, consistently be invested and make plays on the defensive end, and he'll be a lot better.
With Bogdan, Hunter, and solid coaching, we'd have a positive record. Facts. It looked like we were going to be 50. Bogdan projected back after All-Star, possibly before. That's a fact.
And somebody said that Bogdan might even be playing tomorrow because he didn't make the trip to Miami, and he was working out yesterday, putting some shots up. So maybe we see him in a limited amount tomorrow. We'll see. But yes, DeAndre Hunter is way better than Cam right now, and that's the reason why. And think about this too, guys. DeAndre Hunter played 4 years in college.
Is he still your most improved player
of the year? Mm-hmm. It's gonna hurt him now because he got hurt. So,
and just in your eyes,
for sure, of course. But you gotta look at Julius Randle too. You gotta look at other guys like that. But think about this, guys. DeAndre Hunter played 4 years in college for a Virginia team that won a national championship. He's battle tested. Cam Reddish played 1 year at Duke with Zion and RJ Barrett. So he doesn't have the experience that DeAndre Hunter did. He's got the talent, but that's really all he's going off of right now. He's talented, and we just have to coach up that talent. And apparently Lloyd Pierce hasn't been coaching up that talent well enough. We'll see if Nate McMillan can. But DeAndre Hunter just had more experience in his belt. He was more battle-tested, and that's why we see the jump from year one to year two like we saw. And that's why we drafted DeAndre at 4 and Cam at 8, because we knew DeAndre was kind of the can't miss, and we're seeing that. And so hopefully Cam, with some different coaching now, maybe can get some improvements. But we'll see what's going on.
Great question right here. I just realized if we run into Philly, who's guarding Ben? We as the Hawks.
Oh, if we run into Philly in the playoffs?
I guess he's saying the playoffs.
Who's guarding Ben? Oh, DeAndre Hunter going to guard Ben. DeAndre Hunter or Cam Reddish.
That'll be fun.
DeAndre Hunter and Cam Reddish did a good job guarding KD. We can do the same against Ben, especially if you don't like to shoot.
He different now. Y'all ain't seen this.
I seen him go. Now, if Ben decides he want to go to the paint willy-nilly, now I don't know who's going to stop him.
He going to be doing that. That's what he been doing lately. He's still not shooting.
Yeah, and that's scary. Once
aggressive.
Ben's going to the paint and being aggressive and going to the paint, that's a scary Ben. That's a scary Ben.
Right. They're not putting that respect on Ben.
Oops. Let's show this one. Don't be surprised if Nate holds players like Cam more accountable. He has to play better or play less. That's true.
That's fact.
If we're really trying to win, you can't play guys only off potential. No, that is a big fact. And that was what Travis Schlenk was saying in like press conferences and stuff this year. He says with more guys, and now obviously this has changed because of injury, you're not going to have time to play through these type of things because we have more guys. We have Bogdanovich. We have, we'll have Chris Dunn. We have DeAndre Hunter, things like that. We have these free agents, Gallinari and all that good stuff. Obviously, like I said, with injuries, that's changed. But yes, once we get back fully healthy, if Cam's not playing well, he's going to have to come out. And like I said, part of it's on Cam for sure. I'm not putting all his struggles on Lloyd Pierce. Part of it's him too, and he definitely has to play better and figure it out himself as well. It's not just on the coaching.
He said, nah, just double Ben because we can leave Danny Green wide open at best. He gets 2. Nah, that's a fact. Danny Green a liability. That's why we got to do something about who wants Danny Green for something.
Nobody now.
Right.
Y'all can ask the Lakers if they want him back.
Look, take Danny in the weight.
Even John Collins called out Trae Young this year. Yep. And I saw an interview today when Mark Cuban said that he knew after 5 games Luka was going to be a star because his teammates love to play with him. And I mean, like, we don't know exactly what's going on. Can we stop talking about Luka? Yeah, I mean, Luka is Luka. Let Luka mind his. We trying to get our team right. What they're doing over there is great.
Luka's gone now.
We can't keep looking back on Luka, y'all. I mean, Luka's in Dallas. He ain't coming to Atlanta. He's there. Like, it is what it is at this point, man.
The only free agent that's been good is Tony Snell so far. Do you think Rondo doesn't want to be in Atlanta?
I don't know. That's it. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah,
but he kind of knew what he was coming into.
Well,
maybe not. I guess he thought he was coming into a team that
playoff.
He didn't know the injuries were going to be a thing either, and the season was going to go this way.
Or Lloyd getting fired.
So, I could see Rondo being irritated. We'll see.
He said Cam doesn't have enough dog in him. He on defense, but I'm not convinced.
Yeah, I get it.
Nobody really got that dog. I would say John got the dog, but who got the dog in y'all team?
DeAndre Hunter got that dog in him. DeAndre Hunter is a player. I mean, Rondo is when he's playing. I think Bogey does, but I haven't seen enough of Bogey.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, I think once everything is right with Trae, he's going to have it in him too. But I just don't know about Trae yet either, to be honest.
I don't think Trae has the dog. And Andre says right now, how much have we been talking about Trae and how he needs to be a better leader?
That's true.
Trae has talent, but he needs to really command, and that's a fact. Like, especially coming from the point guard position, like,
yes.
And you, Atlanta, you're the face of the franchise, the face of the city.
Facts.
You got to have that dog in you.
Facts. And Clint got that dog.
And
I will say that.
Maybe Trae he can develop the dog.
Yeah. And then maybe,
but he needs to. Maybe Nate, having that change of pace.
And maybe if it's true that Lloyd and Trae had some friction going on, maybe he just was holding back that dog because he really didn't want to put it all out there on the line for Lloyd. I don't know. But like I said, maybe with Nate he'll have it and we'll see it. Maybe with a different coach we'll see it. I don't know. But I haven't really seen it out of Trae yet. And Trae definitely needs to be better. He needs to be a better leader, command more respect. and be better on the basketball court as well. I mean, I think he's done a better job overall making decisions. I've seen it. I've started seeing less and less where he just comes off of screens and shoots threes with 17 seconds to go on the shot clock. So I think Trey's coming around better, at least as a decision maker, as a leader. But obviously, y'all, things have to change, and we got to start seeing some change. And
it's too complacent.
Too complacent right now. I'm not seeing a big sense of urgency, and that's what we saw in the game against Oklahoma City. The team just lacked energy, lacked a sense of urgency, and that was definitely one of the games that honestly might have been the straw that broke the camel's back. Not even this Miami game, that might have been the straw that broke the camel's back for Lloyd Pierce, because that game they showed no heart, no sense of urgency, no effort, no energy. They were a step slow. They really were. Hold
on, let me get to this. I apologize, but Doc Rivers is suspect. He is suspect. I ain't gonna lie. He only won a championship after Mikhail gifted Garnett to the Celtics. Other than that, championship year, he's just an average coach as the Clippers. Ain't nobody saying Doc not average, but if you want, it's only a couple of great coaches. The rest of them coaches are, then it's a handful of average coaches that is bad coaches.
Right.
So if you could get your hand on one of those average coaches and have as much talent that we have on the Sixers, then that's light years beyond these other teams. Plus, Doc came in, he's already got Joel and Ben playing on elite levels.
Right.
He's got Ben, untap the dog in Ben, because Ben's playing lately with that dog.
Mm-hmm.
3, he's got Tobias on the all-star radar.
Right.
So is he suspect? Yes, but right now I'm comfortable with him. I'm definitely going to see in the playoffs what he does in the playoffs. But I also think because the Clippers team too, I feel like they had some chemistry problems going on. Right. The Sixers, from what it looked like, our chemistry is on point locker room wise.
And I also say this, I think another important thing, and this is for all coaches, and this is something I'll tie in with the whole Lloyd Pierce situation too. I think the players in the Philadelphia 76ers, I think they respect.
Yeah, and
Doc
they
Rivers.
Respect Doc Rivers.
That's big. As long as your coach has respect and he knows the X's and O's like Doc Rivers does, as long as the team respects the head coach, you can get along.
And they have, and all they do, Ben sings his praises. Matisse sings his praises. Joel sings their praises. Tobias, all they say is there's so much that, we respect coach, we respect coach.
Because listen to this. The Philadelphia 76, with any NBA team, the biggest thing, because like you said earlier, the players can play. They all have talent. You're not making it to the NBA if you don't have talent. The coach, like you said, is about leadership and getting the most out of these guys, getting effort night in and night out of these guys. Doc Rivers does that with the Philadelphia 76ers. Lloyd Pierce didn't do that with the Atlanta Hawks. It hasn't been
one game this season where Joel Embiid hasn't given his all.
Exactly.
Literally, it's every game I've watched. It doesn't matter if Ben's out. It doesn't matter. He's still giving his all. It don't matter if we're playing the Hornets, the Raptors, we playing the Celtics, we playing the Lakers. It don't matter if we playing the Wizards. Joel has been giving his all.
And that's why he MVP
game. Exactly. And you see, last year there would be games where he's just not motivated. He's just not in the game. A lesser team, and then he does sit out for back tightness or low management, but dude has to, because he's got to put up 50 points for a win. You got to low manage. And I don't see nothing wrong with that.
And also, on your point with low managing, like, he has had injuries.
Exactly.
So you got to low manage.
And we have to rely on him to win. So if we want him healthy by the playoffs, seeing how many times we got to ride his back. But we got some good questions in here.
Real quick, while we get to the questions, the point is that Doc Rivers is respected and the players give him effort, the players give him respect. There hasn't been one game where the 76ers effort, I don't think, has been questioned. There have been multiple games where the Hawks effort has been questioned, hasn't been there, and it's easily shown to the naked eye who doesn't know the X's and O's, ins and outs of basketball. You can see if effort is there or not, and the effort hasn't been there for the Atlanta Hawks. There has been questions about whether or not the Atlanta Hawks respect Lloyd Pierce, and obviously they must not respect him enough. Some nights the sense of urgency and the energy and all that stuff is just not there. So that's the reason he got fired.
So Sid said Cam needs a good coach. Watch Cam highlights. Yeah, when he's in freaking the camera crazies where y'all at home, it's different.
And that was the thing about Cam.
It's different in college and NBA though.
And that's the thing about Cam. Like, the one thing about Cam.
Let me get into some of these comments. Eagles down bad right now. What's up, Ed? But I know you're not talking. Because one thing we're going to do, we go beat the Washington football team on point blank. Mary had a little lamb, period.
Mary had a little lamb.
It don't matter how down bad we are. We still going to beat the Washington football team at least once. Don't play with us. Don't play with us. Because one thing about y'all organization consistently been down bad since who they owner?
I forget his name. Dan Snyder, yeah.
That's the root of y'all bad. Y'all cursed. We gonna get back right. Period. I love Trey, but he does need more dog. We're going to get that dog. We're going to get him a dog.
Hopefully the next coach get that dog out of him.
He said, do you think the team – I'm going to address this real quick. You think that the trade was snubbed from All-Star? No, we said we don't think he's snubbed because it's a popularity contest, and when your team losing, you're not as popular.
Right.
Do you think Rondo was a good pickup? I think he was a good pickup, but I do think as a veteran, Rondo, as a vet, not just a vet, but a vet. Rondo thought he was going to be coming in – he didn't know – I don't think he thought it was going to be like the injuries going on, what's going on with the coaching. I think Rondo thought he was going to come in, be a vet, get guidance on a playoff team.
Right.
You know what I mean?
On a young, exciting playoff
team. But seeing all the discord, I don't think that he's motivated. I think Rondo could be playing better than he is, but I think it's just he don't want to be there. Now, should he be acting like that? No. You could be average coach if you have Joel, you're going to win. That's a fact, but it's not always the fact because you see with Brett Brown, he wasn't able to attack that dog every night.
And I don't think the 76ers, all those 76ers respected Brett Brown either.
He said Wizards coming for y'all too. Boy, if you don't figure out if y'all keeping Bradley Beal or not.
While the Wizards have been playing better, y'all not touching the 76ers. I'm sorry, y'all just not.
I see Russ in the playoffs.
Oh, and
I haven't seen him in the championship.
Oh, goodness.
But for real, Ed, are y'all keeping Bradley Beal? He said y'all didn't this year. Okay, and none of us went to the playoffs or nothing. So, and we could have beat y'all in the last game. We just decided to tank, which was smart. What draft pick do y'all have? And what do we have? We didn't want to beat y'all. We let y'all win. Y'all should have let us win. It got the number 6 pick. Can be like, I'm the only.
Can be like, I'm the only starter in right now. Bet, step back 3.
Hold on. We got to talk. It was in Florida, LOL. It doesn't matter. The arena competitor's a competitor. I was just saying he could thrive. No, that's a fact.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But it's the dog got to be consistent, though. Yeah. No, I agree, Sid. But you can't just show the dog 5 years ago and never show it. Well, 2 years ago and never show it again. A dog got to keep showing up. It's got to be like that Phoenix rising. Like, you can't just have the dog once a month.
No, for sure.
That dog is what makes teams feel you like, oh, you know, but Jimmy in the fourth quarter, different. Like, you're going to be looking out for, oh, will he take over at some point again? Oh, Ben might be having a slow first 2 quarters, but that dog going to come out in the second half.
And then let me say this, too, real quick. The thing about Cam, always coming out of the draft, they would say his motivation. Is his motivation going to be there? Is that always going to be there? Is he always going to be motivated? His motivation was always a thing. I think that's the main thing holding Cam Reddish back. And on a bad team, sometimes your motivation can get let down. Your morale can get let down when you're on a bad team. I think if this team was better, we probably would be seeing a better Cam Reddish.
He said, Washington football team don't got a name quarterback and been trash since 1993. Read him.
Say Master Drip Lord came.
He said, we seen the Ben in the playoffs. Y'all seen the old Ben. That's the old Ben. This is a new Ben. Where you been? Don't play with him. The horse.
Yo, I'm dead at you.
Y'all can't draft though. Oh, whatever. We keeping Brad.
Didn't y'all draft Joel and Ben though?
No, he's about the Eagles.
Oh, it's on the Eagles. Okay.
All right, guys, we about to wrap this up. About to watch some NBA ball, so we're gonna chat with y'all soon. Facts. We've been over this thing for about an hour, but I said, Pacers, Sixers. They probably already started, but we on delay on Hulu. So,
but y'all, I'm gonna let y'all know what's coming soon. I'm definitely gonna do what's next for the Atlanta Hawks. Who will be the next head full time? Will it be Nate McMillan? Will it be Mike D'Antoni. Who will it be? I'm going to be talking about that next, doing some videos there. Make sure y'all check out my reaction video to Lloyd Pierce getting fired. So y'all can check that out. That's up on my channel now. Appreciate y'all hopping in and rocking with us for the last hour. I had to come in here, get some thoughts off, see what y'all were thinking, see where y'all were at. But the Hawks will be okay. I think with Nate McMillan, it's a good fix for right now. I don't know if it's the long-term fix. We're going to see. A lot of questions will be answered soon in the second half of the season. But it's about making it to the playoffs this year, y'all. This team still has to make it to the playoffs. I don't think Travis did what he had to do to feel like this team can still make it to the playoffs. So we're going to see. But we'll holler at y'all soon. Until we talk to y'all next time. Peace. Like this video.